Hello bro, welcome to the stream. Welcome brother.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is.
He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Yamal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, just skips, tries a shot! And again, he's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. In towards the back stick, and the keeper beats it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff. He's had it taken off him. Yamal. Haaland. Haaland! And he hits the net. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Valverde. And it's Valverde. Cruyff. Threads one in. And this is Del Piero. Del Piero running with intent. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's in a great position here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good ball, good take. Pass somewhat off target. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Second period then underway.
लैग हो रही है थोड़ी.
Beckenbauer.
रख लिए.
Zanetti.
और
Beckenbauer. Haaland. Tries to play it, goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Beckenbauer goes short, and he welcomes it in. He'll try from distance. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Valverde really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid have their third corner. Beckenbauer with the short one. And it's Tchouaméni. Cruyff. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Bale. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Tchouaméni and Dani Olmo. Beckenbauer. Costa Curta. Tchouaméni. He won't be happy with that one. Nedved. Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
It's Bale! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Yeah, bro, 3000 approximate. 3068 is the highest rating.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Bout of passing here, really, he shoots!
Nice.
Oh, how's that for a goal? About as smooth as it gets. Into the lead once more.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
After the match finish, please show me your individual instruction, bro. Bro, I just gave my anchorman to anchoring instruction only. That's it. I just gave my Vera anchorman to anchoring. Nothing else.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's had it nicked away. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Inzaghi. Now that looks a decent ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Pirlo. Lovely, now then. Judge, surely!
Abey yaar.
And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Knocks it into space. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Nicely spread. Lahm cuts it out. Bullet. And it's been played. Inzaghi! And with that, the end. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out...
This is my anchoring. I gave just anchoring to my Vera. Nice bro, continue. I guess today is the last day for rank pushing. Yeah bro, that's why. We'll try to reach 2400. Mbappe and Holland. This Roto goal assist damn good yaar.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And here's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's picked it up out wide. Lahm wins the duel this time. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pass somewhat off target. Now, can they get him away?
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pepe producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Benfica are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front.
Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now that looks a decent ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Cruyff. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Del Piero. Rijkaard. Now Howson. Belletti. Howson. And it's Kimmich. Beckenbauer. That's it, 45 minutes up.
Hello, bro.
A decent
Welcome
enough
to the
half,
stream,
but
brother.
neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. The second period is underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Ball played for Rijkaard. And here's Haaland. And here's Figo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nedved. He's got away. Del Piero has it out. Goes for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And that's a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Belletti. Nicely weighted ball. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Adriano. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
And we have our very first corner.
अबे
The
यार
chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. This is their second corner of the game. Cleared away. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff!
अबे यार
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Del Piero. Tries to pass it through. He's in a great position here. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Oh, this is a great... He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And this is Del Piero.
Benfica clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's having a hit!
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Belletti. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Belletti. Lovely feet. And he thumps it clear. Nicked it back promptly. Space for him to turn and look. Takes aim and crosses. Pirlo. Could move up a gear here. There you have it. The referee says that time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
And this is Adriano. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's having a hit!
Adriano with a banger.
Wonderful!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Quarter of an hour played. Nicked it back promptly. Kvaratskhelia!
Kvaratskhelia.
And we have our very first corner. Kvaratskhelia with the short one. Tries one from range. Tried the volley, but no.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
It's their second corner of the game. He's rising! And he
Nice,
looked
Mohan, nice.
every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Knocks it into space. Aim forwards. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Adriano. Might be danger here. That pass has been well intercepted. Luis Suarez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's there to get it away. Threads one in. It's a good looking... Oh, good effort!
Okay, Adriano.
Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Nesta cuts it out. And it's Luis Suarez. Lam is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great defending, strong and determined. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Vieira. 5 minutes till the break. Adriano. Geertruida does really well to win the ball there. Oh, they can break here. And it's Aubameyang. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. Down to business again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Nedved? It's Nedved! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Nedved actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And the finish! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Corner number 2 then. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And now a sudden chance to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Adriano! Adriano! Oh, just look at it!
Adriano with the second goal.
Smooth as it gets. And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach.
And the shot!
Away.
Mbappe! Oh,
Good goal.
how good is that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now.
There's the shot!
बच गए
Off the bar.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's the throw. Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Back where it came from. And he can thump it away. Taken back almost at once. Tries to pass it through. And that's... Gets his head on it!
What the
And that's
hell,
a
yaar.
sharp finish. There seemed no way back, but they are level. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And he's intervened well there.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now there's a fine... And a chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
He'll try to distance. Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal.
One more.
A finish of true class. And right near the end, we have parity. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with...
Chance, surely! Desperate defending required here. June! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Dunk going vertical. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So what do you take away from...
No, bro. Everyone, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Like कर दो भाई सभी.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Neymar! It's hit the upright. Well, there's the clearance.
Spain would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Passes coming off in quick succession. Tries one from range. Not a bad try by any means.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Ribery. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. More and more pressure on the ball here. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, this looks sharp. He is through here. Nedved going face to face with his great rival. Zanetti with the clearance. And this is Adriano. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Now it's Bale. Ribery, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? Steaming on goalward. It's Luis Suarez! And it's a goal!
Gerard, bro, please
A
write
truly
in English,
wonderful
bro.
strike,
I don't understand
decorated
your
with
language.
dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to
Nice,
get on it.
nice.
Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Oh, he's all alone.
Multi,
Oh, he's got
multi.
that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. David De Gea must save this. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Hello, David, bro. How are you?
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar! 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 One of a type! He's brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Everyone, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe and like कर दो भाई.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Adriano. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's a key interception. Nedved. And it's Ribery. Now it's Luis Suarez. Neymar. He's had it taken off him. Ribery. And that... The whistle's gone, and that's it
Today
for the first
also my
half.
lucky tree got
Well,
buff in
scoreline at
300 points per
half-time, a
low
fair
and buff
reflection
on
of things
929
overall,
single
you'd have
try.
to say that. There was
Great,
certainly
yeah.
no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The teams separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. So off we go again. Oh, no joy this time.
बफन के पीपी दिखाता हूँ मैं, पर वो परफॉर्म नहीं कर रहा.
Vicious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh no, what has happened here? It's Bale! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy. You lucky, lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And this is Luis Suarez.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Luis Suarez being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Can he get it through? Great ball, and he's Bale! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Yeah.
Tonali.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Tries a shot! Superb from Ribéry! About as smooth as it gets! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, to be honest, I think the defender did his absolute best, Peter, but he didn't stand a chance here. Just too quick in every department.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Neymar. That's a cute ball. Van Dijk cuts it out. Pirlo. And here's Suarez. No way through. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Ribéry. Oh, and Ribéry! And that really should have
My
been that.
rating is
Well, his movement has
2150,
certainly
I think.
picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Great goal, thank
And
you.
we
bro.
have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. Spain have the chance to go the other way. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He has found the way through. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's come in hard.
Nice tackle.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Van Dijk. Lahm. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's been cut out, well played. And there goes the final whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of...
These are Buffon PP. 1 passing, 4 aerial, 10 10 9. 4 10 10 9 and 1 is passing. और इससे इसके बनते हैं ये stat. These are the stats. 100 awareness, 99 reflex, 99 goalkeeper reach, 87 jumping. Yeah. I wish this phase had 1 week more. I definitely reached 2400. But sadly we have only tonight.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder,
Maybe a double touch.
terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactical intelligence combined with his pinpoint precision. The guy is like clockwork. You have to have that if you want to play there.
Thuram attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most convincing of passes. Pullet, looking for options for movement. Space for him to turn and look. Pirlo. Yamal. That's Thuram. That's a cute ball. Varane cuts it out. Sneijder. Nicely shaped ball. Good ball over the top. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
अबे यार
Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Hullet. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe going face to face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good take in a good area. And this is Pirlo! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Varane picks it up from the goal kick, and he's lost his man here. Sneijder. Sneijder
Abbe nahi
really
yaar.
struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And this is Hullet. Oh, no joy this time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Might be danger. And Hullet! And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Yamal, a player who needs no introduction. And he's heaved it away. It's a throw-in. Griezmann. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just eases him off the ball. Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Sneijder. Griezmann. Nedved. He's had it taken off him. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side yet off the mark.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Inzaghi! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball...
He leaps for it! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can...
And a chance! Goal, Germany! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Germany have their lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Played out wide. Yamal, he's got away. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's had a shot!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter.
He's going for goal! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And it's Ribery. Driving through the middle. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Nedved. Can he get on the end of this?
वहाँ से यार उसको
Keep
दिया
calm
था मैं।
and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Searching pass he's played there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's good vision. It's Inzaghi! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking to play him in. And time is up. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that.
कनेक्ट भाई. Hello Vision Gamer bro.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. Norway have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's cut it out. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's a little off target. And it's Griezmann. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great shot.
Goal, Norway! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Norway have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Big chance, corner. And we have our very first corner. Forlan with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Gerrard, he's found a way through. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Haaland! Haaland! Oh my word, that is quite something! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They are purring, truly purring! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Norway are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them.
Real chance! Yes!
ਹਲੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਾਲ ਨਾ ਠੀਕ ਦੇ ਖੁੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ
And they're threatening to fly away here.
Haaland really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Norway find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Griezmann. It's Griezmann! It's hit the upright. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Pepe gets across to intercept that. It's a good spell of possession, this. And he's lost his man here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Gerrard. Not. And that is the end of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're off again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Now it's Haaland. Knocks it into space. Takes the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Vieira. And it's Griezmann. Great vision. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Haaland. And he's got the beating of it. Shot a goal! And the ball's come... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Norway are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Del Piero. And here's Pato. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vieira shows great strength. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, now he can run away with Trife! Well, that is remarkable.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
So we have movement on both benches. Tries to play it through. Well seen. Saw that coming. Juve showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Totti. Now it's Totti. Haaland takes a shot! It's a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Norway are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Totti. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And he is deftly away. Ribery. Vieira. And the number on the board is 3. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Driving through the middle. Scholes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough together.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him to, no doubt, the chance! Nedved. That's good running with the ball. Messi. Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. That's destined for the flank. That's really well cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been won straight back. Messi. And here's Del Piero. Fermin looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Can he get it through? Lovely ball and a real chance now. That's a lovely, neat pass.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Pirlo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It is a corner, good chance. This is their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. It's Nedved! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. He leaps for it. Harmlessly behind.
Vieira clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Fermin. Now that's well seen too. That's a sharp pass. And it's Lopez. Now it's Messi. Driving through the middle. Messi. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Messi. Quality ball. Just past the 40th minute mark. And here's Messi. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. There's the header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nicely aimed pass. Nedved. And this is Del Piero. That's it, 45 minutes up. So we go in at half-time
No,
with both
bro,
defences
De Bruyne.
still yet to be breached. They
I
rather
like De
cancel
Bruyne.
each other out in the first
Kevin
period.
DB.
Let us see what the
KDB.
second half brings. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. The second half is up and running. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Oh, easy pickings there. And this is Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? He's found some space. Takes a shot! It's there!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Maldini, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Bangladesh appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Lopez. Cruyff. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Cruyff. Lahm. Nedved.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Defending was strong and firm. That pass has been well intercepted. Played back. Well, that has not gone well.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That has been cut short. Vieira cuts out the pass. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Maldini. Looking to play him in. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lopez. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling.
And there's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Towering header
अबे यार
against the crossbar. He doesn't look too happy with that.
He probably had a good view of it as well, Peter. Obviously, an inch or two lower, and that's in the back of the net.
Messi. Salah. Pepe with the clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. Del Piero. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Messi.
That's good play from him.
And he's running through. Messi! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Goes for the shot!
अबे यार
Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Paris Saint-Germain are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Played into space. And there's just the keeper in his way. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net. And they're threatening to fly away here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Dembele. Nicely spread. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Aimed beyond the defence. Nedved. Can he get on the end of this? Valverde. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Dembele. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Messi. Knocks it into space. Pirlo, always wanting the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's Vieira. Messi. And it's been played through. Maldini. And that brings the first half to a close. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that was a gem of a half. Remarkable on all fronts. The difference is two, but still, all things are possible. So straight into the second half. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Dembele gets flagged offside. That's a sharp pass. And it's Salah. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the shot's on here. And he's lost his man here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Vitinha. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Vieira spots it and intercepts.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And this is Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are disappearing out of sight. Well, how's that for a... It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. It's another own goal. That is crazy.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Madrid have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in there.
Can he finish?
अरे
Oh, it's
यार
come off the upright. And it's Del Piero. It's a searching pass. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Del Piero. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Good ball, good take. And Del Piero! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Hullet. Nedved. And the through ball. And this is Del Piero. Now, who's going to be first to this? And the shot!
अबे यार
And he
शमाइकल
looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Getting up there! It's there! The first significant strike. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Hullet. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Del Piero. And he's only too happy to take that back. No, no way through. And that's going wide left. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Lahm cuts it out, has a look and plays it forward. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Hullet. And here's Del Piero. Hullet! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? And a header! Oh, good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And they've got rid. And this is Del Piero. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. Away we go again. Now it's Hullet. Maldini. Nedved. Pirlo. Always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Time and again they are repelled. And this is Griezmann. Hullet. Jordan Henderson. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Hullet. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Hullet. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Knocks it into space. Now it's Del Piero. And he welcomes it in. Taken back almost at once. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's...
Oh no, what has happened here? Threads one in. And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's quick to return it. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's picked his way through. Nedved. The referee has given a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. He will be livid with himself. Oh no, this does not look good. He's found a way through. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And it's Del Piero. And this is Hullet. Can he get on the end? There's the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Pirlo in acres of space out wide. Oh, good effort! It is close, but that is the last of it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific.
Everyone please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. लाइक कर दो भाई जो भी देख रहा है.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, this is a game where I really don't think I need to spell out who I'm expecting to provide the...
And Cruyff! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
So, a breakthrough already.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Luis Suarez! And no mistake. 2-0 and in next to no time.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things starting to...
Griezmann! Relentless! Just relentless!
A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And Cruyff! And how did he not make it 4?
Spirited to say the least, certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, it's terribly wayward.
Quarter of an hour played. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Cruyff. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Batistuta. Might be danger here.
He won't be happy with that one. Picked out brilliantly.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what...
He's Luis Suarez!
And that's a tidy finish. They are purring, truly purring. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Ups for safety. Cafu. And that's another good win of the ball. Looking for options for movement. And this is Luis Suarez. He's rising! And there's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's...
Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Nedved. Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So, a breakthrough already. That's very neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gattuso. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Luis Suarez. Always goal side. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Abbiati must save this. He has spurned it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Out towards the flank. Lahm charging forward down that flank. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Now it's Cruyff. And he skips past his man, and he's been shifted off it. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And here's Cruyff.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Little pass back. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's gone loose. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Azar. Messi, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Luis Suarez. So what can they make of this? And this is Messi. He's got... There's the shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. The second half is up and running.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And here's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. Flashes it across. Buffon claims it without any fuss. Now that's well seen too. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Messi! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Maldini does well to get it back. India appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Pele. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, Red, nice interception. Luis Suarez. Looking for options for movement. Cross needs to be good.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Back in once, and the shot! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Cruyff cannot be that slow. And it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Oh, super ball! Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
India really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Gerrard. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Inzaghi. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And this is Ribery. And he's straight offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Zanetti. Gattuso. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the...
Anyone here for account review?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
Well, a quick look at this lineup, and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
He'll be involved in more or less everything they try to do going forward.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to serve up something delicious, and we can feast our eyes on a truly great competitor.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's been given away. Pepe. Well, they've got it again. Knocks it out wide. It's a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Griezmann. Nedved. And it's Griezmann. Nedved conjures time and space where few can.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And it's Dembele. Pirlo. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And this is Cruyff. Tonali did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's lofted through here. Suarez wants to run onto this.
बार बार क्या ये बंदा सेटिंग कर रहा है चेंज
Pirlo. And here's Cruyff. Luis Suarez! Magnificent! About as smooth as it gets. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And Cruyff! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. Oh, good climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, good effort! Fabinho clears without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Pepe makes the interception. Nedved. The ball is loose and the chase is on. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Pirlo. He won't be happy with that one. Tonali. Now who's going to be first to this? He is through here. And it's Tonali. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Vieira gets over and intercepts. Darwin. He's shifting through the gears here. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's...
Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring! Absolutely purring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Swings in across. Pepe is there, and he can... Nedved! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Nedved actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's there to clear it. And that has put paid to that. Timber is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's Cruyff. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Suarez. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Luis Suarez. Tonali just eases him off the ball. Played out wide. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, we're on the way.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman.
Here's a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Timber actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi just eases him off the ball. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Messi. Mateus. And this is Bale. And he's Bale! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Bale certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
He's found a way through. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving forward, and it's Messi. Rodri cuts it out, and he can clear it away. Kimmich. Now it's Bale. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Messi hangs one in. Short changes him with that pass. Vieira. Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. He's had it taken off him. That's a little off target. Nedved. Look at the space here. And Cruyff! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, some astute defending there. Pass somewhat off target. And he's lost his man here. Kimmich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, that looks a good ball. Takes a shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. And he's found a way past.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Nedved really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Timber kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's running through. And the pass is intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear, Dave.
Real chance! And that's in! How they've waited! Now they have it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Mateus can see things others simply cannot. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Kimmich. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And Bishop's ball here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! A finish right from the top draw. Do not write them off. Back they come. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So here comes a substitution. So they have it all to do again.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And how did he not put that away?
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Now it's Bale. And he thumps it clear. Taken back almost at once. And here's Hullet. And this is Inzaghi. Picked out brilliant. Ribéry! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
Everyone make sure to hit the like and
see it
subscribe
unfold
button.
as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real...
Hello everyone.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. Barcelona have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you... He's had a shot! Zanetti clears it away. He's had it taken off him. And it's Kaka. That is a great pick out.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Dembele. Short changes him with that pass. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he spark a counter here? So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Pirlo. Now it's Cruyff. Lahm flashes it across.
Well played and well cleared.
That's a lovely, neat pass. It's Nedved! Deftly away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nedved. Griezmann. That's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Griezmann was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's a key interception. Kaka can see things others simply cannot. Pirlo. For Lahm. And it's Griezmann. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's there to get it away. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Bale plays a sharp little ball here.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Oh, this looks sharp. And no, that was never going to make it. Vieira. And it's Griezmann. And he's had it nicked away. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Griezmann. Mbappe. Mbappe! It is a corner, good chance.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Lahm attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, super find. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Del Piero. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Bale! Oh, good finish. It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Griezmann, looking to play him in. Oh, super ball. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't the...
Tries a shot! Rudiger tries to clear. Knocks it into space. Always onto this. He's found a way through. Oh no, this does not look good.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Isak. Brilliantly cut out. Kubo. Kubo! Oh, it's hit the post. He's in a great position here.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, what a mistake! Isak! It's a carbon... That's it! There will be time for no more. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Yeah, Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game.
Martinelli! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ødegaard. Now, can they get him away? Picked out, and he shoots! That's another chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And he's played it back. And it's Ødegaard. Now it's Madueke. And he's got the beating of his man. No way through, so... He's having a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
And this is Torres. Great vision. Incapuyi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Aimed beyond the defence. Throw in. Casemiro. De Bruyne. Ødegaard. And Norgard. And it's Ødegaard. Madueke. It's gone out for a throw-in. McAllister. That's destined for the flank. Oh, played right into his path. Now that's a fine challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Calafiori.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now Ødegaard. And it's Lewis Skelly. Norgard. And here's Ødegaard. Played out to the left flank. And that's played in low. Out of play for a goal kick. Subimendi. Madueke. Shin to shin. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as...
And a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Lewis Skelly. Calafiori. Incapuyi. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Can he get on the end of this? And that's been slipped through. McAllister. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
It's starting to look very interesting. And a chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Calafiori. He's found a way through. Aimed at the far side. And that should get the job done.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Subimendi. Ødegaard. Nicely spread. De Bruyne. Oh, there's the shot! Delicious from Jude! A finish right from the top draw! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Knocks it out wide. And it's Lewis Skelly. Played out towards the right wing.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Martinelli, looking understandably energised after his goal.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Lewis Skelly. And here's Jesus. Oh, this looks sharp. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last!
Yeah, to see it unfold as...
So that's it. It is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. And no, he's seen through all of that. Tony Adams. Now, there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen.
Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? McAllister. It's Fernando Torres. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McAllister. Now it's Torres. And here's McAllister. Great work on the overlap. Nice control. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Chance here to counter. Now it's Torres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Incoming delivery. That's a decent clearance.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Impressive jump. No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Bristol really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Diouf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Torres. Applies the finish!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Borgzorg. And that is a little undercooked. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And he lines up a cross. Pass somewhat off target. And it's De Bruyne. Calafiori can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is Torres. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. Back on the way then.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Big chance! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
Takes a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. And a header! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Morsi. Spread to the right. Back towards the middle. Short changes him with that pass. And that has been cleared. Fernando Torres. Morsi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Adams. Van Dijk. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely aimed pass. Pass is just off target. Morsi. Just about up to 75 minutes. Great vision. He's found space here. McAllister. It's not an especially good pass, that. Adams. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Here's Vieira. Juve given the lift of his goal. Alexander-Arnold showing good feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's McAllister. De Bruyne. That's going wide left. Not the most accurate pass. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.